Yep. I'm still performing. It's okay.
This is how it is today on Pop Culture Minefield. This is how it is today. This is how it is today on Pop Culture Minefield.
Well, good morning, everybody. Sorry, guys, we're running a little late. I overslept this morning and woke up with just minutes to go, and I told Martin, delay by a few minutes. This is the reason why this video is so important.
Jimmy, my partner and I are expecting our second child, another boy. Do you think Gary is a good name for a child? It's kind of a fun story about a guy running a big business, and then it becomes an excellent story when you realise that man was John Lennon. And he had 5 years at home with his kid. He didn't know he was going to fucking die 3 years later, but he had all that time at home, just focusing on what was important. That's why you should have a kid, and that's why you shouldn't call it Gary.
Is that the first time you see it?
Yes, I've never seen
Oh my
that
God.
before. That's great.
People think that, I'm not self-deprecating enough. I really am very self-deprecating. I love that fucking joke. I'm like, don't name it Gary.
Pretty damn
Yeah, he
funny,
found
man.
that one last week and threw it at me. Like, should we make something for the show? Fuck yeah. Has to be.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, who's all here today in the chat already? We
It's
got
MLK
Ken-
Day. You know, it's okay if you're late. It's fine. Everybody's off today.
I made
No
you a
big-
list.
It's what day?
Oh my God. Do you guys know about the famous radio station DC 101?
No.
It
Enlighten us.
is one of the biggest rock stations in the United States, best known as the Washington, D.C. radio station, DC 101. It's where Howard Stern cut his teeth. In fact, it's featured in the movie
Private Parts.
Private Parts.
Mhm.
When Howard Stern got fired, the Grease Man, who had been in New York, he'd been all over the country, and he replaced him at DC 101. And no shit, when this was made a holiday, he made the joke. I'm not kidding you. I'm repeating this for historical context, not to be funny. But he said live on DC 101, shoot 6 more, get the rest of the week off. And I remember I didn't laugh. I was like, what did he just say?
Did he actually just say that?
He didn't get fired for it either.
No.
What got the Grease Man fired was when live on the air after the big crash there at the Francis Scott Key Bridge with the Air Florida flight that crashed into Potomac on icy waters, and just so many people died. And he called the airline live on the air.
No.
It says, yeah, I need a flight out of DC to the Francis Scott Key Bridge. How much is that?
Oh my God.
Live on the air.
Dude.
It's like people said, all right, we've had enough of your shit. And they fired his ass. Holy crap. The racist one wasn't enough.
No.
But making a joke about people that died in Potomac River in that horrible plane crash. God damn, man.
Yeah, that's
So I see our buddy Snorty is here. And I see Max is here. Good morning, Max.
And you know,
Hey.
it's Max
Max.
again.
What? How'd you do that? Yeah, I like that. With enough engine, even a brick will fly.
Right.
You two take that back.
Is his
That plane
avatar
is
Carl
awesome.
Sagan? Is that Carl Sagan? Is that his
Yes.
avatar? That's what I thought. I thought I recognized him. I couldn't remember. Yeah.
And you know what? I bet you a lot of money that right before he smiled like that, he had just said billions and billions.
It's billions and billions of stars. Yes. Of course he did.
Morning, Andy. How are you doing, man? By the way, I showed Danny that photo of the magpies in your backyard, the video. Sorry. It was really cool. He sent me a video of some magpies in his backyard.
Mm.
It's really cool.
They're beautiful.
Birds are cool, man.
Yeah, they're still in the family of the crow, but their color markings are so weird.
That's such a pretty blue that they have on the wings.
It's a very light sky blue color, and it really is pretty. But then she didn't know that there was such a thing as a titmouse.
A
And I
what?
showed her a picture of a titmouse, and the titmouse looks like a really tiny, like a cartoon caricature of a blue jay is what it looks like. The titmouse.
Yeah, we had a little lesson in ornithology yesterday. It was fun.
I was talking about some of the birds we have here, right here in Sparta, Missouri. We get great variety. We have a hawk. It's a red-hooded hawk, and they're just gorgeous. And I love watching them when they're looking for something. The only thing that worries me is we have 2 cats that live outside that are still alive right now. And
You've seen them since the coyotes?
I've seen Ash, yeah.
Oh,
I've not seen the other one, but they seem to think they're both still alive. So I'm sure they've seen them. They live in the barn. They stay out of the reach of those coyotes. But man, the other night, it was really amazing. I have my window open because it's so nice outside. You know, it's cold, but it's so nice, and there's no wind. It's just soft and cool. And because I'm in the corner room, I sit right above the furnace. So I cover my vent and I open the air to let some air in so it's not so freaking hot in here. And it's like 1 o'clock in the morning and I hear these high-pitched howls. And it's the coyotes, and they're like right over here. They tend to stay close to tree lines, not just to the edge of a forest, but when you have farmland, you know, rural land like where I live, you have tree lines between farm areas, and that's where they hide, is right inside that little line of trees. And they're right in there. And they're there pretty much almost every other night because they travel the entire area looking for something to eat.
Mm-hmm.
And characteristically, here on a Monday, greeting ladies and germs. I guess I'm the germs.
Yeah.
Or we're the germs.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it some kind of holiday with you guys today?
Yeah,
Well,
Martin Luther King Day. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we were talking about it. Welcome to the show, Anima. I'm so glad you're able to make it.
God damn it.
No, Joe mentioned some acronym that I have no idea what it meant.
It's
Sorry, not
MLK.
American.
That's
And
Martin
And then I
Luther
told
King.
you about the grease man from DC 101 got fired for making a joke about killing 6 more to get the rest of the week off.
Right.
How would I make the connection to Martin Luther King? Fuck you, I'm not American.
Oh,
Stop
but you're
assuming.
smart.
Jesus.
You're smart.
Well, here's the question, though, Anima. Do you know who Martin Luther King was?
Yeah, we do
Okay.
learn things like that at school, but we
Okay.
don't.
Do you
We're
know
not
who
on top of your.
That's
holiday.
when
I'm
somebody
sorry.
says MLK Day, that's who they're talking about.
Do you
Okay.
know who he was named after?
No.
Martin
Do
Luther,
not know.
the one who translated the Bible and got in trouble. for it.
Incorrect. He was named after his father, Martin Luther King Sr.
Oh, fuck off.
It was a trap. It was a trap.
That was a trap.
Walked
You got-
right
you
into
got snapped up in it. I'd have got snapped up in it too. I'd have said the same thing, Anima. Don't feel bad. He's
Well,
such a little girl.
He's a dick. That doesn't make me feel bad.
Okay. You may not be vulgar, but you're calf.
Yeah, there you go. It's a trap.
It's a trap. That's right. Oh.
So I got some crazy news yesterday. Led to some phone calls, and apparently KGRA is going under. And,
Imagine that.
And Don was getting very unhappy, and that's why he pulled the plug on our show. He thought it was time to retire the show. He was getting frustrated doing the show, even though we had a good time when we did it.
Yeah.
It was frustrating him. And apparently Bill left as well. Our dear friend Bill Skywatcher left the show, left the channel too.
And well, you might as well close up shop if he leaves. So
Yeah.
Then another friend from there pointed out that he's actually trying to perhaps buy KGRA, and he's going to make an offer to buy it. And it's a friend of Martin's and mine. And so we're going to see what's going to happen. But it's impacting everybody because like all the shows are going to go away. I don't know what they're going to do.
that's a shame.
But
Bill, I always liked, man. I always liked him.
He's a sweetheart of a guy.
Yeah.
But the people who own that, including the son, are complete fucking idiots. And
well, if I remember correctly, it stressed Bill out so bad he ended up with medical problems because of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
On ER with obstruction.
Yeah.
Well, that was his smoking too, though.
Right, but I'm sure that didn't help.
Dude.
Yeah. I knew something was up when we just forgot her name. The
Chanel.
little girl. Chanel quit.
She left after getting married.
She messaged me, by the way, the other day just to say hi. I thought that was sweet.
Yeah.
She was reaching out saying hi because we haven't talked in a long time. And she was a sweetheart.
Yeah,
I love to call her, the Predator because she had that crazy fucking hair that looked like the Predators. She had dreadlocks. And she's doing real well. She went to another station. Bill, I guess, is being courted by another radio station, and God love him. I hope he takes that job.
Yeah. Go to work for somebody else. Take the stress out of your life. Go work for somebody.
But the one possible light at the end of the tunnel with this is if Martin's and my mutual friend can buy the radio station. That'll be really cool. If it does, I'm going to ask that person, let me come back and let me do Dangerous Nerds again. Because I like doing that show.
Yeah.
I didn't want to work with them anymore when I said, hey, what about the promise of carrying on Dangerous Nerds? And they said, well, we don't want to do shows about talking about movies. And I said, Dangerous Nerds was an interview show. Did you not even watch one of our shows?
Right. It was military guys. It was a great show. Yeah.
I'm like, what are you? And then I just
nothing
said,
to do with movies. Yeah.
I went, well, have a nice fucking day. Somebody that fucking stupid.
Doesn't even
I don't
know
want to work for him.
Yeah.
I don't want to work for him. So I just walked away, and I wasn't going to do anything with him again. But Don started doing Dark Matters Radio and asked me personally to come back, and I went, okay, but it's not for KGRA's sake, it's for yours, because he's my friend. And now because of the show, I've become friends with Mark. So I guess we're friends. I like Mark Center. But his cynicism rubbed off on me to where now I start hearing about the latest fucking news and ufology, and I don't fucking care because I'm assuming it's fake.
Yeah, it sure sounds like that half of that entire
community.
Lou Elizondo,
community. There's the word.
All of them that work with
there's
Lou.
a bunch of charlatans, man.
Yeah, Stephen Greer's a fucking cult leader. These people, I just
allegedly.
I don't want to. Yeah, allegedly. I want nothing to do with them. I don't want to talk about them. And I was so disappointed to find out that Travis wouldn't, the physicist from Skinwalker Ranch agreed to come on the show and then ghosted Don. And he never even responded to me. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to keep my good memories of you.
Don didn't like Skinwalker Ranch to begin with, though.
Well, no, because they fucked with him. The people were like going to invite him there, and then all of a sudden they disinvited him. Why? Because he asked questions. So,
well, I hope your buddy gets their hands on it so they can, because they had some good stuff. I did enjoy your show, Dark Matters, and look, the guy we were just talking about that ended up with heart problems under stress and smoking and stuff.
Bill,
yeah. He was the heart and soul of that, man. So, without him there, you might as well just.
Well, he's why we show up. He was why we showed
Andy
up.
said it. Bill is KGRA.
Yeah. Bill was why we showed up. I stayed friendly with Bill even after the shit went down. And I even said, I'm like, Bill, you're aware of what we did on Dangerous Nerds, right? And he goes, yeah, you have military guests on. Okay. Why doesn't KGRA understand that? They thought we did movies. He goes, well, they're basing what we did for them off of what we do for our channel. I'm like, yeah, but don't you think they should have watched it?
Yeah. To see what they're presenting, maybe responsibly.
And we had an audience for the movie shows too there before they dropped us. It's not like nobody was interested in what.
Well, we did the wrestling show on that channel too, and
right?
there was a lot of things Gary put on there for them. Yeah, hell with them. Let's get some new ownership in there, no doubt.
Glenn Fleming, who celebrated his birthday yesterday. If you guys want to say happy birthday to him.
Happy
birthday, Glenn.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
And
Glenn
many
says,
more. Wait, hard to believe, but Gary's head is even bigger than last week.
It's all about the filter. That's all it is.
Yeah, I'm not this pretty in real life.
That's true.
Jeez.
I talked with Pope last night, and he's not going to be here today. And then I'm like, we're talking about a fucking Marine, man.
Yeah, how can you not be here, bro? What's up with that? I'm just kidding.
Now I'll tell you something.
He's awesome.
I'm a big fan of Pat Conroy's writing, man. I read The Lords of Discipline, this book, and I read The Prince of Tides. And The Prince of Tides, like this one, had an impact on me because, once again, it's about growing up in a big family and having fucked up shit happen to you.
Mm-hmm.
And The Prince of Tides, all three of those books became movies. This one, of course, The Great Santini. The next one, Lords of Discipline, which oddly has the same actor in it, Keith David. And Keith David plays, it's Keith David. David Keith is the black guy. Keith David is the white redneck.
No.
And
it's the other way around.
The other way around. Okay, David Keith. So David Keith is the white guy.
Yeah.
Cracker. And
Officer and Gentleman. So
the cool
self-deletion.
Black dude from The Thing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So he's in this movie as a redneck in it. Gets killed. And he's also in The Lords of Discipline, oddly playing the titular character based on Pat Conroy himself. And Conroy tends to write about real stuff. That's how he writes his fiction. And in this one, he was basically writing about his dad. And the amazing part of this story is, even though he dies in the book, in real life, his dad didn't die this way. He lived on a few more years and ended up dying in the 90s. And before he died, he made a great little joke because they show him get buried at the Chapel Hill Cemetery. And he goes, as he's laying in his hospital bed, he makes the joke. He goes, "Oh, that's great. I get to be buried at Chapel Hill twice." Because his character, based off of him, is buried there. And he was there for that shoot. And then he actually got buried there for real. And he did take up the moniker later as the Great Santini, in honor of his son. But he would fuck with his son because he helped his son with all the marine avionics that take place in the story. He was his technical advisor for all of it, how things worked, including helping him write his own death in the book.
Yeah, but the way he signed his books was fucked up.
It's funny how he signed the book.
Yeah, it is.
Like he signed them differently each time, but he goes like this one that got brought up by Pat Conroy. He was talking about it. He says, "Yeah, he signed the book." He goes, "It's great, bunch of fictional work." My son writes, once again, fiction in quotation marks.
Yeah,
He wrote
right.
that, and he goes, signed Dan Conroy, the real Great Santini. And he had a lot of homages to his dad. And amazingly, while writing this book, actually brought him and his dad together and really helped close that gap between them over the abuse. Because the movie and the book do not touch on how bad it got.
Mm.
And he was a very physical man with his children and his wife. Blythe Danner is great as his wife in this. And again, I'm going to say this. Blythe Danner is the only real actor in that family. Gwyneth Paltrow, her daughter, can't act to save her life. She's a terrible actor.
And she's not pretty. Her mother is.
She thinks she is, but she is not.
No.
Blythe, on the other hand, is gorgeous.
She's
But
gorgeous.
the candles, you can get the candles.
No thanks. No.
No,
She is
thank you.
nuts. Completely
you
crazy.
don't want your room to smell like her piang. Come on, man. Come on,
That's
bro.
just fucked up, man.
It is, isn't it?
Now, I will tell you some of the rear screen projection scenes were not that great, but the aerial maneuverability of these fighters, great work in this film.
Yeah.
Really good.
Pretty cool shit. You know, to this day, when I hear Marine Aviator, I think of this movie and that plane. What you guys were talking about it beforehand. What plane is that?
Well, they go back and forth. That's the F4. I'm not sure which one it is.
I'm
It's
talking about the one that
one
was
of
just
3 models.
pictured. That's the
Yeah, that's the
silhouette I always
F4.
remember.
The F4 has a very distinct look that really is easy to identify.
Yeah.
And it was Martin's and my both first model kit we ever built was the F4.
It always appeared to me like a muscle jet because the engines run right along the sides of the fuselage. You know, unlike a lot of other jets, they're under the wing or back in the tail section. That one right there, it just runs right along the side of it. Just makes it look like it's on steroids. You know, it's really cool looking. Now, it's been a while since I've seen this, Gary. Just real quick, which war was he a veteran of? He
World War II, Korea, and Vietnam.
All 3 of them. Okay, I thought it was Vietnam or Korea. All 3 of them he flew in. Good Lord.
Yep.
Wow.
And so the F4J and the F4E are 2 distinct variants of the McDonnell Douglas F4 Phantom II in War Thunder, each excellent in different play styles. The F4J is a long-range BVR, beyond visual range specialist, with pulse Doppler radar, enabling look-down, shoot-down capability and access to the AIM-7F Sparrow missile. This allows for effective long-range engagements. The F4E is more of an agile, close-range dogfight fighter, and that's the big difference. And I do believe the nose looks slightly different with the J. It's slightly longer because of the gear in the front.
Mm-hmm.
And great fighters, man. Both of them. This scene fucking cracked me up. Like, clearly this guy isn't dead. He's fucking plastered drunk.
Well, he's breathing heavily.
Yeah, it's... Oh, I concur, Snort. Oh, yeah. Wait, what's this? I got a bunch of stuff from Glenn. Wait, hard to believe it. Gary's head bigger. And then he said something else here. What's this? I love you, Gary. You know that. Well, of course I do, buddy. I love you too, man. Okay. Belching smoke is an interesting look. In thrust, we trust. Good one, Snort.
Wow. Yeah.
So I love this scene. And look, man, I've done gross shit to fuck with people. And so the open can of soup scene was
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
It is
I
funny.
once got one of my friend Mike's colostomy bags and put it on me, full of corn and chocolate pudding.
Oh my God.
And in a restaurant had a fake seizure and had it explode all over the place. And then when everybody reacted to it, we jumped up, took a bow, and laughed and ran out. It was hilarious. This is back before we had video cameras to record pranks.
Oh boy.
But I do love this because when they get asked to tone it down, their response is to take it into the other room. I love it. Marines, man.
Mm-hmm. They will start the party and they will finish it too.
And you will not know what's going to happen when they do it.
Nope.
I love they're all standing back just watching him go at it. Grabs that naval officer's wife, starts to dance with her, pretending to mac on her. That was fucking awesome.
Oh man. Let's see.
The Phantom is also the world's largest distributor of MiG parts. I don't know.
He has taken down many MiGs. So
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, when he goes up that stage and has that open can of soup and acts like he's puking and pours it out on the stage.
So
I fucking loved it. And then the other Marines run up and start eating it.
Yeah. Too awesome.
Now I'm going to point out that this is reminiscent of something I was aware of when I was young. I don't know if anybody remembers the famous family murder of the Gavis family in Virginia back in the 80s. And technically it was the late 70s. And I knew the Gavis family and they went to my church. And when Gavises came in, the father was a Marine officer, and he would march the family in single file. They would one by one turn down the row, and it would move down evenly until they're all in the row facing forward, and then in unison they would sit down. And it was a weird thing, man. It was a weird thing to witness. And I do believe that some of that strict, typical kind of abuse that can happen in, households with guys that have that kind of strictness mixed with the drinking.
Yeah.
Led to what happened, where the oldest Gavis boy, whoever was home, got shot.
Yeah.
And luckily, the younger sister and the younger boy, Richard, weren't there. They're at, I think, grandparents. And so they survived the night. And they were pulled from Spotsylvania school system and put into the Fredericksburg school system. And that's where I was. And so Gavis, Richard, ended up in my class. And I had him only in one class, which was PE the first semester, and then the second semester was driver's ed, and led to some hijinks because we became friendly with each other. I didn't buy into his psycho bullshit. He was doing that to keep people away from him.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted people to leave him alone, and he was pulling some I'm a psycho, leave me alone. I mean, the teachers wouldn't fucking call on him. He just sat up in the bleachers in his shorts with his little pocket knife, because back then you could bring a knife that was under 4 inches long, blade, and he would shave the ball of his thigh right above his knee. Just shave it every day, fucking doing that. And I'm like, man, I don't buy the psycho shit. And we became chummy because I was right. He was faking it. And he ended up dating a friend of mine, which led to an incident where they both got drunk. He left her drunk behind the bleachers, passed out. And I threatened him the next school day, which I think was actually 2 days later. And I told him, you ever leave her? She's one of my closest friends for decades. And I said, you ever leave her like that again, man, I will fuck you up. I don't buy the crazy shit. You can act crazy. I will kick your ass. You leave her like that again. Because I had to carry her home over my shoulder, fireman style. And my friend Virginia Crookshanks, who's now Virginia Johnson, married to my buddy Steve, and she is the one that got us in. She snuck into the house and opened the window so we could get her in. And man, crazy shit. But that's what this scene in this family reminds me of a lot. And then also, I'm reminded a lot of my dad, which is why I've never watched this movie.
Yeah, we were talking about that pregame. Yeah.
I saw 2 clips, and one of them involved the basketball bouncing it against his head.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to watch this movie because that's my dad. And I fucking hated that shit when my dad would do that stuff. He'd do that shit to demean me and to make me feel stupid. And like I was fucking up. And it frustrated the shit out of me, made me not want to do sports. But I did. I went ahead and did them, to make him happy. And so this movie,
that's not the reason you do sports. That's what these guys don't understand when they do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
know, because
you're supposed to be passionate about that, not be forced to it. Yeah,
this is where your parents are living vicariously through you, and I don't dig that shit. I liked playing sports, but not that much.
No.
Dad thought I was going to go pro, which I did with baseball. I went farm league, but I was never going to make a living at that. I wanted to make a living at my artwork. That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And once I realized that he was not going to show support for my artwork, I quit doing it for him.
Yeah.
And which really alienated us. And I'm like, fine. That's fine. So this movie was off limits for me for decades, and I watched it for the first time ever this weekend with Danny, and I ended up really liking the movie.
Yeah, I was going to say I understand that it hits close to home, but that's why this movie is so good. What the thing I like about it, and you see it sometimes in films like We Were Soldiers. You see what happens with the family. But just in small spurts during a war movie. This one is completely about the family unit in the military and what happens, but especially with guys that are, I think it was said in Heartbreak Ridge about Eastwood's character, you should be put in a fucking case and under glass with a hammer next to it that says break glass in case of war. That's what this guy is. You know what I mean? And it's a great showcase, but at the same time, it shows that a warrior without a war is lost. He really is, and he's looking for ways to vent his frustration about it. He's having a hard time doing it,
And the drinking doesn't help.
No, it doesn't.
And,
it just amplifies everything. Yeah.
And this story, what it really was about, was making his dad accept that he was loved.
Yep.
That he fought it tooth and nail. He didn't want to be loved.
Yeah.
He wanted to be respected, and that was it. And and it led to problems with 2 of his kids in real life. And one of them did top themselves. The youngest boy ended up topping himself when he was older.
Damn.
And the daughter, she ended up in an institution having tried. And then also the author, Pat Conroy himself, also tried while they were working together writing the book.
Oh my God.
And Conroy is he's one of those people, when you read about him, you realize he's somebody who went from one extreme to the other one. He's one of those people who doesn't believe in any kind of punishment for kids, and so you go from one extreme to the other, and who suffers? The kids.
The kids does, yeah.
And,
I mean, I'm no biblical scholar, but I'm pretty sure the book that I subscribe to says spare the rod, spoil the child. There has to be discipline of some sort,
You have to.
So
kids are stupid.
Yeah, they do stupid shit, no doubt.
They can be very clever. They can have moments of enlightenment, but overall, they're prepared to do the stupidest shit on this planet. Some of the stuff will get them killed, you know.
Because they're not afraid. That fear hasn't been ingrained in them yet. You know?
Sometimes you got to shake them up, man. And I was blessed. Both my sons were well disciplined, especially Benjamin. And Zoe was disciplined until she hit 12 to 13. And then I grabbed her one night. I didn't want to, but she wouldn't leave the room. And I told her, you need to leave the room now. And she went, like that, you know. I don't know what she said, but she had that tone.
Right.
And I just walked over to her and I grabbed her by her shoulders to spin her around. And she went, it went to the ground like I had just knocked the shit out of her. And when she did that, I looked at her and I said, get up. Because if I physically have to, I'm going to drag you in that room and I'm going to throw you in there. You're not going to like it.
Mm-hmm.
And she did. She got up and went, whatever, into her room.
Yeah.
And I sat down going, because I had psycho eyes. I know I had psycho eyes because I lost all emotion in my eyes. They got really big. And I'm looking at her going, I will fucking kill you and make another one just like you.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it's got to be like that. You know, I raised 3 kids, and the discipline level needed to be different for each one. My
That's
youngest
just
daughter,
each
all I
one
had
is
to do was
completely
pop her in the back of the head to get her attention. I think Bobby I might have spanked once, but man, Devin, the oldest son, my God, man. I got a call from the school one day. It showed up. They had a list of things he had done. He obviously wanted to get in trouble that day, you know. And I said, hang on, I'll be right back. I took him home. I gave him a lick for every one of those things on the list. And I said, look, I better not get another list like this. And I never did, you know, but sometimes you've got to do that, you know. They've got to know it's unacceptable. Yeah.
One time.
Mm-hmm.
I spanked her one time. And it's because I had tried everything.
Mm-hmm.
I had taken shit away from her. I had grounded her to where she couldn't hang out with her friends. I took everything. I removed everything from her bedroom. If she needed new underwear, she had to ask me for them.
Ooh.
And she just kept lying.
Yeah.
And I caught her again in the middle of this, lying to me again. And I put her over my knee and I swatted her ass.
Mm-hmm.
I cried afterward. And I said, don't you ever make me do this again. Stop lying. And she did, for the most part. She would do stuff. She would do that stuff to get away with shit. And I found out later. And she likes doing it. Anima's heard her do it. Where she is, yeah, when you thought I was asleep in bed with my friends, we snuck out at 1 o'clock and we went out carousing to it. And I just looked at her and I said, you know, you actually hurt me when you say things like that.
Yeah.
That you did that. And it's not funny to me. Your safety was paramount to me. And hopefully she'll stop saying shit like that to me. But this, of course, this is a command meeting. This is just like in the morning when you have formation. So he's giving them their little talking to, excel in sports.
Imagine having to move every year in the middle of the fucking night.
No,
well,
dude.
this place was the longest they had ever stayed any place.
Wasn't that where you were, Joe?
Where's that?
I forgot the name, Gary.
Is it Chapel Hill or someplace down there?
No. I was never at that place. That's Marines. No. I was at McClellan, Hood, Johnson Island, Shafter, and the Presidio San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's in the movie The Presidio with Sean Connery.
Right.
In fact, I heard that Joe was the inspiration for the thumb fighting.
I was fixing to say, I'm the guy that got gouged with a thumb. Yeah, that's it.
I'm just going to use my thumb. I won't use my right. I won't use my right thumb because it's far too powerful for you. I'll use my left thumb. That was inspired by Joe.
Scene, man. It really is. That's great stuff.
Did we do that movie here? It seems
you
like
have.
we did.
You've done it.
No, we haven't.
I think you have. I
No,
think you've done the Presidio.
I would remember that.
Okay.
No,
Well,
I don't
I
think
know
we have.
Okay.
Well, we've watched it. We need to watch it again. I love that fucking movie.
Yeah.
Mark Harmon is so fucking good in that movie.
He is. He was a very underrated actor, man. Yep. He plays a pretty good Marine himself on NCIS too.
Yeah, but I don't like
Complete
the
with
show
bad
NCIS.
haircut. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
My problem with the NCIS is the NCIS is not friends to the military.
No.
They like to make their careers off of military personnel.
Yeah.
And they will absolutely set up a soldier. We've caught them doing it.
What are you doing?
That whole thing with that Navy SEAL that Trump pardoned was set up by his subordinate Navy SEALs, these young guys, and the NCIS officer that investigated him. It was a fucking staged crime. And I warned people for years, do not fall for that shit on the show. They are not the friends of the Navy. Or any, like, they also investigate Marines too. Oh my God, this scene is so fucking funny because he is told that his commanding officer, his buddy, is in the latrine. So he goes to the latrine because that's what it's called in the Marine Corps, the latrine. And he goes in there, fucking grabs his legs and pulls him under this fucking divider and grabs him and starts dunking him in the toilet. Only while he's dunking him does he realize, oh shit, that's not my buddy. And he comes up with this bullshit on the fly. And I don't doubt for a second something like this happened in real life. Because he's a slick talking dude. He talks his way out of it. But later you find out that he did narc on him. The kid narked on him.
That's going to bite his ass, though.
No, it didn't. It didn't because he got
Wow,
narked on
okay.
to his buddy. His buddy found out about it.
So you would just have fun with it.
Oh, dude, that scene, Gambit, is what troubled me. And I didn't want to watch this movie back when it came out because my dad would do that to me. Like if I missed a shot or if I missed a move, because I couldn't shoot worth a crap. I really couldn't. Eyes. Didn't know my eyes were bad. And I had an astigmatism that affected me, which is why I can only play pool without my glasses, but drunk. I have to be drunk to play pool. And I can shoot mean pool if I'm drunk. Because for some reason, my eyes relax. And I'm able to focus. Now, this is great. He fucking takes him straight to the fucking ground there. That's awesome. And it's only funny because that's how people in the military fucking act. It's just, look, man, you've heard the term, and it came from the military, grabastic. It's a mixture of grab ass and spastic. And that's grunts. And it only really happens with grunts. These are guys that are infantry. Marines and Army are the only ones with infantry that they get grabastic like this.
Sorry about that, guys. Mama Joe needed my assistance.
No problem, buddy.
Yeah. She's home for MLK Day, so I get to stay with you all day.
Yeah, that's great. We love that.
Yes.
I will tell you this. Even though my dad and I tried really hard to make amends with my dad, we got hit by something worse, which was my dad developed dementia after chemotherapy. And it gradually got worse and worse till I eventually had to stop talking to him. Because I'm raising my daughter. And people don't understand. I have a fine line between me and eruption. And I maintain it. And it's such a thin, my sergeant said it best. I have no fuse. I go from 0 to 60 in 1 second. And I'm fucking in a fight to the death. And I treat every fight like that, you know, from childhood into adulthood. I fought to completely destroy somebody. I'm not here to get you off of me. I'm here to fucking wreck you because you pushed me that far. And it's always scared me about me, but I've controlled it with my kids. You know, I'm really so careful about not getting overly physical with my children. I don't like laying hands on people. I don't. If I lay hands on somebody, they ask for it. I mean, they were begging for it.
Right.
You know, I tried every option, but the minute I lay hands on somebody, I'm like, you fucking pushed me to this. Just remember that. You wanted this. And then they're like, well, whatever. And then all of a sudden the next day, they're like, I put guys in the hospital, broke bones. Like, I don't fuck around. You know, I don't look at it like some sort of like, it's just, you know, trying to make points with each other, trying to show who's alpha. But no. This is a life or death thing to me. Because if you provoke me that far, when I try to avoid it, that means you really fucking want this.
You have messed up. Yeah.
And that means you want to do this to me. I see it that way, psychologically. This lady's fucking amazing. She is so good in this movie.
Yeah, she is.
I was so happy that I watched this because it's not what I thought it was. I thought it was just going to be about the dad doing that stuff. But you see great sides to him, too.
Yes.
And this
It's a
is one
great
of those
character
moments.
study. It really is, man. It's fantastic.
He gently taps her on the shoulder and she hammers him in the fucking arm.
Right.
My turn. And she knocks him into the fucking retaining wall of the steps. That's funny as shit. The only thing that upsets me is because I've been in those moments with my dad and my mom where it got physical. And I remember how horrifying that was. And I remember a night that almost like my brother was going to shoot my dad because it got physical between my mom and my dad. And she got my brother to get the gun and was going to shoot him in the kitchen. And my dad sat down with a 6-pack and sat him right down in front of him and sat there. And Steve is like, you tried to kill mom. And he goes, if I wanted to kill your mother, she would be dead.
Yeah. Right.
And so my brother Steve's like starting to listen to my dad. And my dad's making some sense that your mother was provoking me because she wanted this to happen. And I choked her to get her to stop. I'm like, well, I still have a problem with that, Dad. But, you know, just get the fuck up and leave them. But it was me. That's the only reason he stuck around is because of me. And so my brother Steve stood up and turned to my mother. He says, if you want him dead, you do it. And shoved the rifle into her. And that's when my brother Michael comes running into the room, like just out of nowhere. He was hiding in the darkness of their master bedroom and came running into the kitchen, snatched that rifle away from my mom and ran out the front door with it, disappeared into the night. Like, nope, nobody's killing Dad tonight.
Nope.
And that was a crazy fucking night. And when they do that in the kitchen later in the movie, oh man, I've been there. I've been there for that shit.
Yep.
Getting physical, all the kids are pummeling.
And it's
Dad,
a family thing. Everybody gets involved, you know.
Yeah, pummeling Dad. Stop, Dad. Stop.
Mm-hmm.
That's
the one of the charms of this movie. I would say, no, charm is the wrong word. It's one of the points of this movie that's great is that it's realistic. This shit happens, and
he toned it down for the movie and book.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Pat Conroy did.
You've been in them. You just described a situation just like it. I mean, you know, it can get bad when you hear about crimes of passion in your local news. This is what's happening. You know, this is, you know.
Oh, I got to tell you something. That dog attack scene.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't believe all the dogs would have left him if he was wounded like that.
Yeah.
I think only the front dogs would have run and the other ones would have stayed with him to protect him because they could tell he was wounded. Mm-hmm. This whole fucking movie, man, is heart-wrenching.
Yeah, it is.
With shit like that. Love this fucking movie. For all of you that don't know, Blythe was the voice of Solomon in the English dub of Hayao Miyazaki's Howl's Moving Castle.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I grew up in a different part of the South. I grew up in Virginia. And it's not the deep fucking South, like where you have these kinds. There are plantations in Virginia, but not like in the deep South.
Yeah,
And,
we've got them all over the place where I'm at.
Louisiana, Georgia, parts of South Carolina, they have swampy areas. In fact, you probably know about the Great Swamp. The Dismal Swamp is one of the largest swamps down there in the South. And holy shit, man. I
And
said to my
people that
dad
live
one
in there
day,
too. Look, I've met Creole people that use CBs for telephones, and I mean they are off the grid down there, bro. They don't. It's a different kind of living they live down there.
yep, not something I'm interested in.
No.
And I remember telling my dad when I was, I think I was 15, we went down there to go fishing. And we got one of those fucking boats to go fishing. It's a
P-roof.
John boat they're wider than normal John boats and they have the fans on them. And we had a guy that took us through there to go do some fishing. And I'm like, I told my dad, he's like, "You love this, son? Isn't this great? Isn't this great?" I went, "Dad, I have 1,000,000,006 things I'd rather be doing right now
Than being out here with the mosquitoes.
that's so much better than this." One of those things is drawing in my room, listening to music in my room, having my friends over in my room, building a model kit. In fact, sleeping in my room would be so much better than this right now.
You notice it all taking place in my room, right? Not out here.
Yeah. Yeah, not out here. And Dad's like, "Boy, you need to embrace this stuff." I went, "I will learn this shit to make you happy, but I don't fucking ever want to hunt again. I don't ever want to fucking go fishing. Why? I can't stand that smell on my hands.
Dude,
I'm a
yeah.
clean freak. I'm a clean freak with my hands. I can't stand, fuck, man. I have never fucking unhooked a fish where I didn't get stuck by one of their fins.
Yeah.
Not once.
No.
And I was good at that shit. I would always get nailed by one of either their side fin or one of their back fins. God damn, I fucking hate fish. I will eat them, but people do the fishing for me, and I will pay for them. That little extra, so I don't have to fucking go clean them.
I've got a buddy of mine that hunts every year, and he brings me backstrap. I'm like, "You go, man. Thank you."
I do not want to ever gut a fish again. I don't ever want to fucking cut the head off a fish again. I am happy doing this. Scaling is one of the worst fucking things I've ever done in my life. The sound, the way it feels when you go against those scales.
Yep.
I hate that sensation in my hand. I would much rather masturbate than fucking do that. It's
And
so
welcome
gross.
to this episode of Being a Pussy with Gary.
Yeah. Hey, look, I fucking did it. My dad would throw a challenge at me and I would fucking do it. But it wasn't something I fucking wanted to do.
My dad was a DJ. We went out to the lakes and camped and stuff like that, but we didn't go in the deep woods or anything, man. You know.
Oh boy, I did with my dad. Hunting. First time I had to clean a deer. I was 9 years old. I was crying the whole fucking time cleaning that deer.
Oh, I guess that's what put me. The first deer hunt I went on was with my grandfather. I was 6 years old, and that's what turned me off of it because it was up in Maine where they're hunting elk and moose, and it's down here in Louisiana. Guys say, "Yeah, I got this huge deer," and they throw it on the truck. You don't throw things on the truck up there. You have to quarter them right there just to get them out of the woods.
They're too big.
Yeah,
they're too big.
And it's gross. That's what turned me off of it. I was like,
biggest thing I ever
stuff all day, but I'm not going to
was
get
an
it.
8-point buck. And I'm telling you, you could not just take him and put him on the front of your
You
truck.
got to quarter him just to get him out of there.
If you put that thing on the truck whole, you couldn't drive. One, you'd have trouble seeing. Two, the front end would be scraping on any bump.
For sure.
And it's just too fucking heavy, man. Those things are huge.
Yes. Absolutely.
All right, here we go. Some more I got to tell you, if you've never watched this movie, watch it for the aerial combat training. It's really good stuff.
Yep. Top Gun tier visuals in this one. It's great stuff.
So why did Pat Conroy kill the character in his book and in the movie? Because his dad didn't die.
No.
And no, it's not a negative thing. It's because he felt it was important to understand the actual giving thoughtfulness of his dad, because his dad really would have laid his life down for others.
Right.
any one of the kids
Mm-hmm.
when he was sober. And he wanted to show the kind
This guy
of
had that kind of character in him. It wasn't all bad. It wasn't all viciousness and brutality.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that was, by the way, this guy is great. in
Oh
this
yeah,
movie.
he's great. My gosh.
It's hard to believe this guy was ever young.
Yeah. I know.
Because I've never seen this movie before. Okay, I've avoided this movie.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he's in the fucking movie.
Yeah,
And I'm
you've
like,
seen
oh
him a
my
million
God.
times, man. Yeah, he's great.
He was young.
Mm-hmm.
But he's in another movie I like, The Boys of Company C.
Yeah.
And
Oh, he's Washington. Yeah, the best character in that
yeah.
movie, man. Yep.
yeah,
awesome.
baby.
Yep.
The one who is religiously black.
Yes.
Like he is all about black. And I fucking love that character.
Yep.
Reminds me of so many of the guys I served with. Well, that's him from Rising Sun and Boys from Company C. Yeah.
Yeah, that's him. Yep. He's corn-fed Fred in this one. Yeah. Yeah.
He's got a stammer.
Yeah.
And that's what David Keith makes fun of. That starts all the shit between them.
Mm-hmm.
He only has the stammer when he's stressed out. Because when it's just the two
Yep.
of them, he doesn't stammer at all. But when that white
And there he
husband
is.
shows up, he's
That's David Keith right there, fucking with him. And what you discover by the end of the film is he never wanted to hurt him.
No.
He just wanted to put him in his place. He, because he's racist. The character is raised racist. Racism isn't something that happens naturally. It's something that occurs.
No, you're taught that.
Yeah.
No doubt. You were taught that.
And so he's racist to this kid. And then he goes out there and they get the shit stung out of him by those fucking bees. Oh man. Anybody else would have fucking left, but no, not him. He's like, I'm gonna make him pay for that. I'm gonna shoot his dogs. And so he goes up there to shoot the dogs, and the kid jumps in front of his dogs and knocks it to the side, and he nails him. And then all of a sudden, the regret on his face. I didn't want to do that. I'm so sorry, But it doesn't matter, man. He's gonna let those dogs loose, and they're gonna fucking eat you because you attacked them. And boy, oh boy. And I like their friendship because it reminds me of a lot of the friendship I had with all my black friends growing up because I grew up in a black community. I was like the only white kid for like blocks, And when I say blocks, I mean about a mile any direction.
Yeah, we had
I was the only white
very
kid.
few in our school, very few. But my wife grew up in the inner city in Shreveport on the other side of the river, and yeah, she readily lets folks know that she's from the hood. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Tree Rock. Anima has a favorite story of me with an F4 Phantom.
Oh, we were so enthralled on this show and the anecdotes that we forgot this one.
By what name are you known?
There are some who call me Tim.
Tim in the house.
And
Did you all? I was about to say that was due.
Yeah, that's a little late. Tree Rock Creations. My nephew was born at Carswell. That was where my brother spent most of his Air Force time, was at Carswell Air Force Base. Yep.
Anima, you want to tell
Fort
that
Worth,
story?
Texas.
You mean the one where you're sitting on top of the rig with your meal and then they flew over and knocked you off?
I was
Your
on,
food went
I was on
everywhere?
top of an M113. Yeah, that was my first ambulance. Was an M113. I thought it was cool because you drive it like a tractor or a tank. You get the two grips and the brakes. And boy, I got to tell you, man. Yeah, go ahead, tell that.
I just did.
Well, then I will tell it better. So I got the wild idea. Everybody wanted to sit down either inside the back of the rig or right outside the rig on the ground. I was going to sit up on top, and little beknownst to me, there was aerial combat training going on. And an F4, we could hear it coming in. And then all of a sudden it was on us, and it was right over the tree line and running strafe missions, I'm assuming, and fucking went right over us. And the air hit me like a fucking wall and threw me off like 10, 15 feet off the back of that M113. My food went flying for 50 feet. The shit from inside my MRE went flying. And I learned a powerful lesson. Don't ever sit on top of the rig during training. Sit inside or in the back. And that was a big fucking wall of air following right behind that fighter jet. You know what's really weird? Alpha's not here today.
No.
Yeah, this is my white friend Gary, homies. Yeah, do this snorty dance. Well, I told you, Vic came on the show, came on the channel, and told everybody that I was adopted into the Black community. I was treated like one of them because I was poor and I wasn't white trash, but I just loved because I'd never been around Black people before. I've been around like Hispanics and Indians, like American Indians, and I grew up in the Southwest, and all of a sudden I'm like in Virginia, all the way on the other side of the country, and I'm in a Black community, and I'd never seen a Black person before. And the most shocking thing, 4th grade, girls in the 4th grade with double D's. I thought that someone made a mistake and they had put me in high school. Like, I'm not a high school kid. What's going on with all these girls with big boobs? Unfucking believable. Wait, what's this? Otherwise your food is going to fly in the air and that's not nice. Yeah. There is not. I never did that, ever. What I do is because I hung out with a lot of Black kids, I could do impressions of them. And that's why I can't remember who said it. Keith was talking, and then I started talking like his cousin Leroy. And somebody says, "Why does Gary's Black guy sound more Black than Keith?" That's because I hung out with like some seriously Black kids from Virginia. My favorite though is Vic, the guy who came on the channel. One of my childhood best friends, man. He was the one that called me Gura. He talked like Cleveland Brown. How y'all doing?
Cleveland Brown.
Cleveland Brown. And nobody thought it was funny when Cleveland wanted to change their name to the Browns. It's like Cleveland Brown. Oh my God, this coffee is so good. So this is the son's birthday, turned 18. Now, where I grew up, but this is later on, when I turned 18, I couldn't buy booze. The night I turned 18, they wouldn't sell you booze or serve you in a bar. You had to be a day over your birthday before they would do that. Well, they didn't want to do it because they felt that, and this is just a practice. It wasn't the law. This is just a practice that you're not going to control your drinking on your birthday. You're more apt to get drunk. And so they didn't want the trouble that goes with that. And, but when I turned 18 in Virginia, in 1982, we were legal to drink beer. Ironically, the same year that was changed, but I grandfathered in. So I had friends that were 18 with me when I was 18 that couldn't have beer. Couldn't drink beer. And I'm like, this is so fucking weird. This is just too fucking weird.
Oh man, no, not when they changed the drinking age. Wow, what a big thing that was.
19, and I had friends turning 18 that couldn't drink.
Yeah, yeah, it was a strange time there.
Because of the month.
Because of when you were born, you got to, yeah.
And I didn't turn 21 for a few years, and I was still able to drink when people couldn't, that were same age me to a year younger. And I'm like, this is just a weird fucking law that makes no sense. There's
It
no
doesn't.
logic to this.
Yeah.
I
It
mean,
doesn't.
why
If
do
you
you have
if you
one
are
age? Why do you have
if
one
you
age
could-
where you're able to enlist in the military and get killed, learn to
if
drive?
you can die
vote,
for your country, you should be able
Yeah.
to have a fucking beer.
but you have to
That's
like
why when we
3
were at
more
the
years.
E Club, right before some of the guys got deployed for the Gulf, the bartenders at the E Club served anybody that was being deployed.
Yeah. Probably didn't even check an ID.
If
Yeah.
you're being deployed, you're going to get a beer tonight.
Yeah. That's it. You know, Louisiana was one of the last. It was the last state that raised its drinking age, and the federal government threatened to take our highway money away to do it. I mean, you're talking about the home of Mardi Gras. One of the things that people freak out about when they come to the rehab I work for, I take them out on an outing on Tuesday, and we're driving down Stonier Avenue, and we go through a drive-through daiquiri place, and people from out of state are going, "You can drive through and get alcohol?" I was like, "Yeah, you must not know where you're at. This is the home of Mardi Gras. We look for reasons to fucking throw down, man." You know what I mean? But it took the federal government threatening to take our highway money away to get Louisiana to change it from 18 to 21. I still think it's a stupid law. Let me tell you, I was a bartender back then. I had solid business Tuesday through Saturday every week. When they changed that law, it became a Friday, Saturday business. And that was it. No more college kids coming to fucking clubs during the week for ladies' night and shit like that. You know, it became a totally weekend deal.
That's sad.
Yeah, I think it's dumb. It's stupid.
It's also completely sad how he fucks up his son's birthday by having him drink.
Yeah.
And by the time they get home and his family is there with the surprise party, he's passed out. Dad fucked up.
Yeah, his dad had to carry him home.
Yeah.
Literally. She's pissed at him now, not wanting to talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know who Northam is, Ralph Northam. That's not somebody I know of.
But here's the thing. It's not that he doesn't love his kids. It's not that he's fucking with them or anything like that. He's trying to toughen them up is what he's doing.
Well, the other thing is he doesn't want their love. He wants their respect.
Yeah.
He thinks that his love for them, he's showing it the best way he knows how. And it's like, do better.
Yeah. Yeah.
If Leroy sees you doing the blackface thing, he'll rain down on your ass.
Yeah.
Like white on rice. Yeah.
You know, the character that's a lot like him in modern movies is the dad and the accountant. I always ask people, is he a good father or a bad father? And
A good
the
father.
way I always explain it is he means well, but he's going too far with it. You know what I mean?
And the
Meaning
drinking.
well is often the opposite of doing well.
No. Wait. Joe is talking about the father in The Accountant.
Mhm.
He wasn't
Oh, yeah.
abusive, and he wasn't a drinker.
No, neither. He just wanted to toughen him up is what he wanted to do. And he just went too far with it. You know what I mean? That's what I
Yep.
believe.
That's just what I'm
That's-
saying. That goes for everything, not just
Yeah.
for one particular thing. Meaning well can often be the opposite of
Right?
doing well.
The road to hell is paved with good intentions a lot
Well,
of the time. Yeah.
It's like I said about my own dad. He knew what he learned from his father. And my grandfather, as amazing a man as he was a drunkard and was abusive.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's a learned behavior. You know, it's a good thing that you stopped the cycle, man. You know what I mean?
well, I did.
That's what it
I
takes.
cognitively
Yeah.
decided that
Yeah.
I'm ending this cycle with me. I'm not going to be like you.
Yeah.
And Dad didn't like that I said that to him, but that's how I felt. I said, I'm not going to be like you. And that's why when Zoe said what she said to me down in Phoenix, the night she moved out, you know, she had her breakup fight with me, you know, because that's what it was. She was like, nothing I said was going to change her mind or anything. She was like, I'm breaking up with you. I'm so angry and I'm keeping myself angry. And I'm like, oh, I've had girls break up with me before. I know this I know what's going on here. So, what she said to me, she said, "You think you're nothing like your dad. You're just like him."
Yeah.
And I told her, I said, "Baby, if that's true, you'd be unconscious on the ground."
Right. You'd have been knocked out by now. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you can say that all you want. And then I told her the truth. I said, you know, it might not be tonight, it might not be tomorrow, it might be not be this week, it might not be next week, it might not be months from now, it might not be years from now, but there's going to come a day when you're going to regret having said this shit to me.
Mm-hmm.
And all I'm going to tell you right now is I love you and I've already forgiven you.
Right. And that's what you're supposed to say. Yep.
And then when she left, I cried like a fucking baby because I'd never had that said to me before by a child, my child, who I gave like everything to.
Yep.
And it wasn't even a fucking day. She came back, jumped on my lap, cried, "I'm tired." And she does that where I don't know what she's saying. I can kind of hear vowels like that. Was that sorry? I stop crying so I can understand you. And Anima's heard it. Anima's heard her when she starts talking while she's crying. And I'm like, baby, you need to calm down because I don't know what you're saying to me. I have no idea what you're saying to me right now. And she's an ugly crier. Oh my God. As beautiful as Zoe is, she's an ugly crier.
Yeah, who was it? Rhonda was talking about one time. I asked her about James McAvoy. I said, is he easy on the eyes? And she goes, sometimes he's really good looking, and sometimes he just looks hideous. Some of the emotions he gets on his face.
Now, just to let you know, they're in this scene. One of Pat Conroy's son, Tom, is one of the basketball players in the scene. I don't know who it is.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, the author of the book.
Little cameos. That's cool. The cameos they put in these shows,
Family members of the real people.
Right.
I like it when they do that.
Yeah, me too. It's cool.
Yeah. And he continued writing about a lot of this stuff too, because he wrote about being at the Citadel, which is the movie The Lords of Discipline.
Mm-hmm.
And which I would like to do. It is a good movie.
I think I've seen that one. I'm not sure if I have. Let me look it up real quick. It would have been a long time ago, huh? The Lords of Discipline.
It would have been 1980, I think. 80 man, or 83.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because I forget who else is in that movie with him, but it's got a huge cast.
David Keith, first picture you see. I remember the poster. That's for sure.
Yeah, he should have been a star, but
83. That was my senior year in high school.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I knew it was sometime between 80 and 83. Yeah, you got Robert Prosky in this. Barbara Babcock is in it. Rick Rossovich, which anybody who lived in the 80s, he was your typical fucking fireman soldier actor. And in fact, he's killed by the Terminator. He's the boyfriend that gets killed in the apartment trying to fight the Terminator in the first movie. That's him. G.D. Spradlin is in this. Michael Biehn is in this. Let's see. Mark Brayland, Judge Reinhold, who I went to high school with. And by the way, a guy I went to high school with is in this movie too. Is W.K. Stratton from Baa Black Sheep. Yeah. Airwolf. He's in this movie. He's one of the Marines at the beginning. And Judge Reinhold is in this. Bill Paxton is in this movie. Ed Bishop is in it. He's the commander from UFO, the TV series. And Sean Connery's boy, Jason Connery, is in Lord.
Yeah, I recognize it now. You know what made me recognize it was the commander sitting at the podium, talking at the podium with the eagle adornment on it. That's what made me remember it. That, and I'm just clicking through the trailer. They were showing when he goes out on the ledge to try and help that one kid out that's ready to jump. Yeah, I remember that movie. I'll have to watch it again though, because it's been a long time since I've seen that. It's a good movie.
And one of the most memorable roles for David Keith was as Richard Gere's buddy in
Officer
the
and
movie,
Gentleman. Yeah, that's the one I always think
Yeah,
of when I see
and-
it.
who hangs himself in the bathroom
Yeah.
because the girl lied and said she was pregnant but wouldn't marry him and shit.
And the dad in Firestarter.
Yeah,
That's right. He's in
he's
there.
the dad in Firestarter, the one with Drew Barrymore in it. Yep. The superior Firestarter movie. Yes, absolutely.
The only
Burn it down,
Firestarter.
baby. Burn it all down. Make it where they can't do this again. That's an
The reason that
awesome
movie is
scene,
so
man.
good is fucking George C. Scott.
Yeah.
That's why that movie is so
Oh,
fucking
he's
good.
evil in that movie, man. Woof. Manipulative, evil bastard, man. George C. Scott
Mike,
with a fucking eye patch. And he,
wrong,
I mean, wow.
wrong O'Keefe. Michael O'Keefe is not from Tarzan the Ape Man with Bo Derek. That's Miles O'Keefe. How
Miles
much
O'Keefe.
Keefe is in that
No.
movie?
Stop.
Miles O'Keefe.
Please. Don't. You're forcing my hand.
I'm telling you. But I'm
That's one of my favorite fucking jokes from MST3K with the movie The Cave Dwellers with Miles O'Keefe in it. And Crow goes, "Oh, I was wondering how much Keefe is in this movie." And Tom goes, "Miles O'Keefe." That show has like etched jokes into my head for forever.
Yeah.
I'll probably never forget them, even with like Alzheimer's or dementia.
Remind me what's happening here. Didn't he start a fight in the game? Didn't he
Okay,
punch somebody?
What happened? The other player put him down in an illegal move.
Right.
And so his father comes up to him and tells him, when he knows there are scouts up in that fucking crowd,
Yeah.
tells him to put that guy down. And he obeys his fucking dad.
Yeah.
It pisses
That's
the
it.
coach off.
Yeah.
The coach is pissed at him for doing it.
Uh-huh.
He's like, a smart kid would have known better
Yeah.
and wouldn't have listened to his dad.
Yeah. It's a shame. He's in a no-win situation there. If he doesn't do it, he goes home and gets a bunch of grief from his father. If he does do it, the coach is going to cut him, that kind of thing.
But he doesn't. He ends up not cutting him, but
Yeah.
he is going to have to face that. Hey, Bubba Gump.
Bubba Gump Shrimp. I was thinking, I was going to say when they showed the guy that plays Washington and Boys and Company C earlier, I was going to say, that's Bubba from Bubba Gump Shrimp right there. Before he went in the army.
You remember when fucking Tom Hanks' character meets him, like the first scene by scene, he's still describing all the different things
All
that
the
you can
Yeah.
do with
you can use
shrimp.
crawfish, and shrimp. Yeah, shrimp.
God, I could smell that scene. I lived in Split for 5 years, and walking past the fish market in summer on my way to work, geez.
Woo! Woo! That's got to be right, Panama. Oh,
Yeah, and
Wow.
add to that a sulfur bath that the Romans built and that's still in use. So you get that delicious
Yeah.
smell on top of the fish.
Yeah,
Ugh.
the only thing that would like that smell are cats.
yeah. Cats
Yeah.
would be all
They
over
were
that place.
there.
The stinkier, the better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bill Paxton is just one of those actors. My dad and I saw him in the same movie playing the older brother in Weird Science. And
Chet.
we both were like, fuck, man, this guy's going places. What a great role. And the next really big movie other than Hudson, really, for Paxton, was One False Move, followed immediately by Tombstone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, One False Move is a film we will be doing. And it is a movie that introduced the world to Billy Bob Thornton.
One false.
Because he's really fucking good. He wrote the screenplay and he's in the movie. It's proof again of great independent filmmaking when it happens. Now, in real life, this is the sister that ended up in the institution after trying to self-delete.
Mm.
And despite never having served in the military, to my knowledge, Duvall plays military guys like nobody's business.
Yeah. He's extremely good at it. Oh shit! One false move looks like it's high noon, modern day.
Kind of, but not.
Kind
The
of, but not.
story. Yes, he did. He served the United States Army and served in the Korean War. That explains why he's got so much good discipline when he plays soldiers.
There you go.
And I think one of my favorite roles is as the character Kilgore in Apocalypse Now, which is based on, that character is based on George S. Patton's son.
Really?
Yes.
We talking about the air cab officer that wants to go surfing?
Kilgore.
Dude.
Charlie, don't surf.
Charlie, don't surf. I mean, I really think that is the most iconic part of that movie, is the whole bit where they're flying in with the Flight of the Valkyries playing and take that place, and him on the beach is the best part of it to me, because even after he says, I love the smell of napalm in the morning, he's being all, gung ho and everything. And then he looks at him, he's like, one day this war's going to end, and he's almost sad about it. And that's like, wow, that guy,
that's
crazy, another one.
Dude.
You need to break glass in case of warfare. That dude right there.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yep.
After being in a bar fight with my sergeant in the Army, I had his back, and I got some great photos. I did not have a mark on me. His face was fucked up after this fight, and he says, "How come you don't look as bad as me?" I said, "I know how to duck and block. You use your face. Like you just throw it right out there. Face. Stay away from my fist. You can hit my face to distract you while I pummel you back." That was him. He was a thumb. He was a human thumb. I've got photos of him. I'll show you this guy. He was a human thumb. His head was like that. His neck and head. That was him.
Oh my God.
And man, I'm like, do you not understand? You can duck some of those punches being thrown.
You've seen too many Rocky movies, man. Rocky likes to block punches with his face. You know how it goes.
That was him, my sergeant. And he's like, "How come you don't have one mark on you?" And I'm like going, "Because I block and I duck. I know how to parry. I know how to fight. I don't know how to brawl. I know how to fight." And I hated it. It was horrifying. Bar fights are scary because you don't know where it's going to come from.
No.
And
they've got friends. Everybody's got, they don't go there alone ever.
That guy standing right behind you might know this motherfucker you just slugged. And so you're constantly just looking around, like you're constantly looking, like, where's it coming from next? The most on the toes you will ever be is in a bar fight.
Yep.
But that was at a little place called the Yellow Rose of Texas, somewhere down where he was stationed at Fort Hood. And good God, man.
Killeen, Texas. Typical Army town. Nothing down the May Drag. There's nothing but pawn shops and strip clubs.
So we show up back at our unit after the weekend, and his face is all fucked up. And he made a comment. He said, "How'd you get so ugly this weekend, Sergeant?" He goes, like, "Well, I got into a little fight in a bar in Texas down, on the other side of Texas." And he says, "Gary was there, though. And I got to tell you something. I learned something about Gary. And that guy, you don't break the glass on until it's time to go, because he ain't got no, fuse. He just went straight into it. I've never seen so many people getting hit by somebody. He was hitting everybody. It's not true, but it was funny that he said that.
Yeah.
Dave Hope, that was my sergeant. Good guy. Well, he cheated on his wife. She was deployed already. We're all preparing to get deployed to the Gulf War, the first one. And fuck, man. She gets deployed and he brings, he's married to this pretty black woman. They have some great kids, together. And the kids are with the grandparents during this time because he's back in training to be a medic. Right. And Jesus Christ, man. He brings this black chick home. I have photos to prove this. He's holding her, embracing her on the sofa with a photo of him and his wife right above them in the photo. And once I understood that, because I was like going, who's this black? Were you married before? And he goes, no, that's my wife. She's deployed right now. And I'm like, and you're bringing a woman here to fuck while she's deployed? He's, oh, she's doing the same thing over there. And I'm like going, that don't make it right. Like, you're saying that makes it okay. It's not. No. Yeah, this is his death scene. Holy shit.
That's sad, man. God almighty.
Now, I don't know if anything like this ever happened with Pat, but I'm sure there are stories of this shit. And watching him die, and then his dad comes up there yelling at him, like, I gave you a direct order. He gets over there, he starts talking to the black kid, and the black kid's dead.
Yeah.
And then he realizes how grievous this is.
Yeah.
And he begins to regret yelling at his son. You can see it on his face.
But he can't apologize for it. Like that. Can't apologize for it.
You never take it back. That's the way men like that were taught.
He also realizes that his son did what he did because he raised him like that.
Yep.
He had to try and save his friend.
Now, in the history of horror cinema, there's a comical moment in a movie that has something similar to that in it about dads and sons. Can anybody think of a horror film that has a dad scene like that?
No.
When I say it, you're going to kick yourself in the ass for not remembering it.
I never
classic horror. Yeah, you're not in this contest, baby.
I don't.
You've never seen this movie.
I can't, Gary. I haven't had enough coffee today. I can't.
The sheriff father in Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I have never seen that.
When he comes home and he's all upset because the kids got loose, and the boy's like yelling, yeah, Daddy, he put him back there. And of course, Leatherface like, I'm like, oh my God, I'm laughing so hard at this scene. And people are like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, this is pure fucking Three Stooges comedy right here.
Mm-hmm.
And if they didn't mean to do it, then they're insane.
Yeah.
Because this is all when Leatherface runs around the building to chasing the girl, when he goes around with the chainsaw up in the air, it's night. He goes around the corner of the house. Watch that scene again. He does the curly shuffle. I'm not kidding you.
I know you're not.
His fucking leg kicks out to the
side. It's been a long time
since,
but yeah, I get where you're drawing the comparison. Yes.
So so Daddy's like, and then you did this, and well, we got them all fixed. They're all back down there. They're downstairs, Daddy. We got it all fixed. And the dad's like, well, and he doesn't have anything to bitch about anymore. And all of a sudden, it's like he turns and he looks and he says, look what your brother did to the door.
Yeah. Find something else to bitch about. Yeah.
And that's the scene that's most like this.
Yeah.
In another movie that's a horror film.
Yeah.
The dad can't back down.
No.
You got to find something else to gig him for.
Because he'll lose control if he doesn't. Right?
Yeah. This is a good movie which shows the dysfunctional nature of father turned colonel or Marine turned father who's seen just too much fucking combat.
Yeah.
And the alcohol takes over because that's how you numb it. That was the most typical way of treating PTSD. It was booze. Then later during Vietnam, drugs. This is a good movie show that ravings about the code of honor. Absolutely. Marines are about that though. More than any more than infantry. Code of honor is the most important thing. Honor
If you've
above
got a
any-
friend that's a Marine, they'll kill for you. That if they consider you a friend, look out, man. Yeah.
Well,
Be
I
careful
have
what you ask of them because
I
they will
have-
do it.
3 friends who absolutely would have for me.
Mhm.
Vic Armstrong, Jim Woodward, and Michael Beatty. And they were like that. In fact, I've always said Jim Woodward is the guy that goes, look, I'm good at this. You go find something to do, get a lot of witnesses, and I'll take care of this for you.
Yeah. I mean, I've got one friend like that, and I am very careful what I ask of him because that guy would kill somebody for me. He would.
Well, we came close with that guy that I was worried had molested my daughter,
Mhm.
but found out later he didn't get his hands on her.
Yeah.
And I told the police detective, I said, I'd have never called you if I hadn't found out that he hadn't touched her. And I
Mhm.
said, because I found out where he lived and I was going to go kill him and make
You
him
wouldn't have found
disappear.
him, right? Yeah.
You know, and so when she went and had the talk with him, because they couldn't arrest him, they weren't able to find enough to arrest him for it, but they went and confronted him and they said, that man knows where you live. And just so you know, he absolutely intended to kill you if you had touched his daughter.
Yeah.
And that guy disappeared from town. But I also point out that I went to the parents of 2 other girls and told them what he was grooming them. And I don't know how far he got with them.
Right.
He was grooming a lot of these girls, underage girls. And so they could have had some part in his disappearance too.
Yeah.
Don't know, don't want to know.
Nope.
But he was a piece of shit that needed to be taken care of because all that's going to happen, he's going to move somewhere else and do it again.
Yep.
Recidivism with sexual predators is the highest of all of them, especially when it
And
involves
it's
juvenile, because it's a psychological issue.
I was fixing to say, you know, if we still had institutions, they don't need to be in jail. They need to be put away. That's just all there is to it.
This is when they get into that fist fight in the kitchen. This scene, man, it's tough watching these scenes. I'm telling you, man, having lived
Seeing the
this kind
little
of life,
kid hit his leg, yeah, that's brutal.
I've been in that fucking fight. I was actually the one trying to stop them from killing my dad. You know, my mother was a provocateur. And I've always said that my mom never got into a fight she didn't start.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a shame.
And she was a manipulative person, very manipulative. I suffered some of the slings and arrows of that fucking relationship, where if we spoke the truth around here, she would fucking lose her shit and not talk to us. She'd yell at us and then not talk to us. She would cut us off. How dare you tell the truth about me? That's not true. Not in your mind, because you're fucking batshit crazy. You know? Yeah. I have had PTS my whole life from that, but I don't think it was the D. I don't think I developed the disorder until my daughter's kidnapping. And I mean, even with all the fucking death I've seen, the gore I've had to deal with in the medical field. Military, nothing. You know, all mine came from childhood and from being a paramedic. But good God, man, that woman kidnapped my daughter, her and her family. That's when I went over the edge and I became a big D, PTSD. And it's fucked me up to where now when I talk about things, and I'm sure Danny's got it, when I start talking about stuff, I start reliving it while I'm talking about it, and I get loud and really emotional.
Yep.
And I don't like it. It embarrasses me.
Well,
this is it right here. I love this scene so fucking much. The son won't let him not let him say I love you.
Yep.
The son's like, I'm done not loving you. I'm gonna
Yep.
love you now.
Mm-hmm.
And he fights him. The dad's like swinging at him and falling down drunk.
Yep.
And finally, he puts his arm around him, walks him home. It's great.
Yeah.
I remember the first time that happened with my dad and I. It was 1985, and he had come back from Illinois for a visit, and I went to the train station to pick him up, and he came out with his crutches, came off the train, and he went to shake my hand, and I looked at him and I said, "What the fuck is that? We're blood." And I grabbed him and I hugged him, and I don't think anybody had ever hugged him before the way he reacted to me. But he gave me a hug back, big old bear hug. And I told him, "There's no handshakes between us, man. I'm done with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I love you, and I'm going to show you that I love you." This is a great scene.
It is. It is. It's near the end of the movie, I believe.
Yep.
Because, dude, when you see what's coming, it just breaks them, man. It really does.
Oh man, yeah.
Because they made
Like
this.
I said,
They made this breakthrough, and then that happens. It's
Yeah.
it's a shame.
Also, he survived 3 fucking wars, and then he dies.
3
in the next
wars, and it's a training thing. What the hell, dude?
peacetime thing. Yeah, it's like, but the reason he did this, and I understand why, is to show his father's humanity.
Right. Yeah, he didn't want the final word about him to be that he was a drunk and a abusive person. That he really did have a heart of gold. He just didn't know how to show it.
I am
And that's
so
why-
ashamed of you, Alpha. You are not here for reveille, man. You missed
Hey,
formation.
Alpha.
First Sergeant had some cool shit to tell us today, and you missed it all.
Right.
The character
Probably a
didn't
fucking-
have to die.
What are you, a profile? Is that why you were
Stop.
missing?
Stop shitting on our friend Gary. The character didn't have to die. He could have ejected, but he decided no, because I'm not crashing my plane over territory where there's people. I'm trying to get her out to sea. And that's why he died.
Yep.
Sacrificed himself.
Yeah. Any pilot knows how to eject. That's for sure.
In
Heartbreak.
fact,
They tell
one of
him
the
to.
covers of the book is an F4 Phantom in the drink. That's the cover of the book. And it's like, until you read the book, you don't know that. And this is typical. By the way, this is something that happened with my family. We would always leave in the middle of the night. Mom would pack, Dad usually had like a job where he would be doing morning deliveries and shit, or working for, like he worked for an aviation company, Sunstrand Aviation, and where he worked as a draftsman, and worked along engineers. Because my dad was as good as any engineer. He really was. He knew what he was doing. And my dad has several patents through Mueller's and through Sunstrand Aviation in the Library of Congress that are in his name. And one of them is still used by Mueller's to this day, is the self-tapping pipe that goes into another pipe.
Wow.
And it's got dual screws in it. So it pulls it in, but it also pulls any shavings out. Dad invented that. I'm like, my God, my dad was a genius.
That's pretty smart, man.
So he gets to go to his dance
Prom
with
night,
his sister, prom night.
which is weird.
This,
Why would he go with his sister? That is so weird.
well, he's not dating her. She's actually going to meet a boy, and he has a girl he's going to meet there. But they're going together.
okay.
And this is a moment where you see him laughing at them. I love this moment. That they're having this great moment where they've broken through to him, And then, of course, yes, he has to fucking die. Hush, bull, my God. No. The way she chastised him. Oh, I love that. After being cast instead of in Ordinary People, he won the Academy Award for Best Actor in a Supporting Role. Michael O'Keefe was a fellow nominee for his work in the role. He and Duvall were both nominated for Oscars for this film, but neither of them took it home. They did win for other awards, but they didn't get it for that one. And I think they were robbed.
Yeah.
I think
they should've
this
done.
was, now that I've finally seen this movie, yeah, they were robbed. They deserved it. They should have got the Oscar. Yeah, Timothy Hutton, he ended up doing Ordinary People. And I
Yes.
wouldn't have liked him in this role. I like Michael O'Keefe.
Michael O'Keefe, yeah. I couldn't see anybody else doing this. He did a great job. I don't know what it is about that expression on his face, that dull expression he gets.
He's got this, he also has that snaggly
It's
tooth.
fantastic,
That
man.
just
Yeah.
makes him look like a real person, not an actor.
Yeah.
Perfect teeth.
Mm-hmm.
I think they got the right people for the right roles in this movie.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Couldn't see anybody but Duvall in the dad part. That's for sure.
Oh, Adam Baldwin is the superior Baldwin.
Yes. Full Metal Jacket. Yep, he's the friend from the swim team that he gets in a fight with. Yeah. In that movie. I'm a big fan of Ordinary People, by the way. Always dug Robert Redford, and when I wanted to be an actor when I was a teenager, I did a audition, and the scene I decided to do was his breakthrough scene. You know, with the late night session, the emergency session he has with his psychiatrist. That's the one I did. That Ordinary People is a great movie, if for no other reason to see the sweetheart of 60s and early 70s television be an ice queen and just be awesome at it.
Mary Tyler Moore.
Oh my God. She was awesome in that movie.
That is a movie I have seen one time.
Yeah.
And it was enough.
Yeah. It's one of those movies you don't watch every day. It's very dark stuff. It's about survivor's guilt. And it's, oh man, it is a rough movie to watch.
The death of a child.
The end of it, I mean, you know, the parents split up in the end of it, but there's hope at the end of it because you hear the father finally tell the son, look, man, you beat yourself up so bad, I couldn't, you know, even think about messing with you, you know? Yeah, it's a great movie. It's a cathartic flick, but it is one of those ones you don't watch every day. You know, it's pretty dark stuff.
Now, Adam's in some good films. I fucking love Adam Baldwin.
Oh,
but he was also in a little film, his first movie called My Bodyguard.
My Bodyguard. Yep.
I fucking love that movie.
That's a good one. Mm-hmm.
And it's got Matt Dillon as a jerk.
Yeah.
He's one of the bullies. Joan Cusack, I think that's one of her first films too. You got Adam Baldwin as Linderman and Chris Makepeace, who's Clifford, who hires him to be his bodyguard against the bully.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good movie. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
I always put those, that one, that's more of a serious side of 3 O'Clock High. 3 O'Clock High is one of my favorite movies ever, dude. And I just dig that one. It's the same kind of thing.
It's the same. It's a very similar story.
It's about bullying and
we
how
talked about it last week
because
that actor was in a movie that we were talking about. He was the gun salesman,
right,
at the gun store,
yeah.
And he was the bully in that movie.
Yep, great flick. Don't fuck this up, Mitchell.
My favorite My Bodyguard poster, and I'm trying to look for it now, and I can't find the exact one, was where the kid is on Adam Baldwin's back on a bicycle, riding with him with his arms up in the victory thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that poster, man.
Yeah, it is good.
This is not a very good version of it. It's from the VHS, and it just looks awful. I'm trying to find another one. Oh, man, what language is this? Spanish. Yeah, they don't know how to do posters. This one's pretty good. I'll share this one once this is over. Well, I guess I could show it because we still got a bit to go. But the devastation when he is dead, like he ain't
Yes.
coming home again. It's like, holy shit. Right, here we go. That poster.
Yeah,
But
it's great stuff.
not this is a Subway poster. It's where in Subways they're horizontal posters
Right.
For the subway walls rather than
Yeah.
tall. There was a version, I can't seem to find it, of the same image that I fucking love that image. It's the true image of the movie. And for me,
Whatever happened to that kid that played the guy that hires him?
Beecham,
Because he seemed like
Beecham, or what's his name? Hold on,
can't
let me go
remember
look
his name
again.
at all. But
Me, it's God damn it! I said it a minute ago. Make peace.
yeah. Mhm.
Well, I will go see what happened to that guy. He was also in Meatballs, by the way.
Yeah, that's the other one that I remember him from, Meatballs with Bill Murray. Yeah, I do remember that. He's the runt that Bill Murray's trying to get to break out of his shell. Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
We are exactly a month apart in age. He's a month older than me.
Really?
Yep. And the last thing he did as an actor was Full Disclosure. And he plays the part of a pilot, came out in 2001, starring Fred Ward and Christopher Plummer and Rachel Ticotin. I don't know how to say her fucking name. I know who she is. I can't pronounce her fucking
Full
name.
Disclosure.
Full Disclosure. And after that, I don't know what happened to this guy. He's not dead. I mean, he's still alive.
Hey, some guys like Rick Moranis just walk away, for their own reasons, Rick Moranis did it for his family. He wanted to spend time with his kids. So he just hung it up, man.
Well,
and some people realize it's not good for them, so they just leave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did some second unit stuff. Let me go look at that, see what that has. Yeah, he worked in second unit stuff for a few years, and then he just left. He just stopped working.
Mm-hmm.
So my assumption is he got sick of the business and went and did something else.
Yeah. Some people just walk away from it, man.
There's my cousin. Wait, what? Who's your cousin?
Who's your cousin? Talk to us.
What's this? I've been to Beaufort a few times, still a sleepy military town. When I was there, my best friend was a flight surgeon with the Marine Air Wing. So I remember I met a flight surgeon as a combat medic, and I looked at him and I said, "Flight surgeon, do you work on planes?" He got it.
I was looking at this cast from the movie we were talking about. It just hit me.
Yeah, I said that to him. Do you work on planes? And he looked over at me, and it's so funny. I'm going to do this for you. My impression of what he did. Pause the movie for a second, Martin.
Done.
I said the words, "Do you work on planes?"
You got the dog look at you, right? What?
He gave me the three fucking looks. I heard you. Look away. Look back at me going, what? And then it's like, really?
His response should have been, "No, I'm a people mechanic. That's what I am."
I work on people on planes.
That's right. I only do
'cause
surgery
there's-
at 20,000 feet.
Well, the joke for me came from a Johnny Carson joke. From the Tonight Show, when he says the baby doctor, the little bitty baby doctor. I laughed so hard at that when I was a kid. Like, that's funny. And so when he said that he was a flight surgeon, I'm like, so you work on planes? It's nothing better than saying something fucked up to somebody and try to look innocent, like you didn't mean it to be funny.
Like you actually thought that was a legitimate question. Yes.
Yeah. By the way, worst trumpetess is in this movie.
Oh my God.
When they
Yes.
do the charge during the game,
Oh my
and-
God,
and
yeah, that hurt.
like just fucking missing the notes, and I think, oh, stop, let's stop. It's better not to do it.
What the hell, man? Yeah.
I also love that. Don't cry. Do not show emotion.
Yeah.
Out of respect.
And the eldest
for a
son said that.
fallen Marine.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, the
do it.
mom
wanna
tells
do
them that.
Oh, the mom
say,
said
if
that.
you-
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Mom said-
when they sit on the couch after they learned that he's dead, she says, if you need to cry, cry now. Tomorrow at the funeral, no tears.
Yep.
The son becomes the dad when they get into the car to leave.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
They pack up and then leave in the middle of the night. Why do we leave in the middle of the night? Because my mom would do that shit because that's when dad would be gone. She would wait for dad to go to work and then she would pack everything up. And it's like the joke with the family was that whenever she needed new furniture, she would trick my dad into thinking that she was back, only to get new furniture and then move out and leave again with the new furniture. Yeah, George C. Scott made that whole movie for me. I love that fucking movie, Taps.
We got to do
But
that
dude-
on Military Monday one of these
Well,
days.
I
dude.
want to do Taps, and I want to do the one with Sean Astin, where he's in the military school and they get taken hostage by a bunch of narco terrorists.
Really? I don't know if I know
Yeah.
that one.
I forget what the name of that movie is.
Sean Astin
on.
from Lord of the Rings?
Yeah,
Okay. All right. Hang on.
he did more than that, right? He was in
I
Goonies
understand
too.
that, but it's the greatest thing he's ever done. So
No.
I don't care about Rudy. I don't care about that movie.
I
Has to
like
do with
Rudy.
Notre Dame. So, yeah,
I love
I'm
Notre
nothing for
Dame.
that.
I wanted to go to Notre Dame.
well, you go ahead. Not a fan. Oh, let's see.
Um,
I'm gonna look it
I'll
up.
find
Don't
that
worry about it,
movie.
Gary. I'm looking it up.
I'm already doing it too. So whoever
Let's
gets
see
there
who
first.
gets it first.
It was in the 90s. I know that.
Okay.
All right. Now I'm in the 90s. Save Passage, Rudy, Encino Man, Toy Soldiers. Beat you. Yay! I win.
Hey, he beat me. What year?
1991.
Okay.
And I like that movie. I really do. Where these kids wage war against these narco terrorists.
Never seen this one. Never seen it. We'll have to watch it.
And of course, the guy that plays the main villain in the, oh, by the way, Will Wheaton's in it.
Great.
Arlie Ermy.
Does he
is the
die? Please tell me he dies.
Arlie Ermy is in the film. He plays the general of the military school. Denholm Elliott plays the headmaster. Lewis Gossett Jr. plays Dean Parker, which I don't know if his name is Dean or if he is a Dean. And then you've got the villain played by that Russian actor. And I'm trying to, there it is, Andrew Divoff, best known as the Dream Master.
Dude, he's been in a lot of stuff that's good.
Or the
Yeah.
Wishmaster, I'm sorry, the Wishmaster.
Mm-hmm.
And Divoff, man, speaks fluent Russian. And so, good film.
Yeah, I'll have to watch that, man. Yeah, no doubt.
There's
Cool.
Divoff right there. We still got him, man. Use him. This is one of the most evil photos right there of him. Look at that. Look at that.
Come
fucking
on.
face.
What isn't he in a horror movie where he plays some just evil motherfucker? I can't remember.
Wishmaster.
Yeah.
He
Is it
plays
Wishmaster?
He plays
Okay.
a djinn.
No, I
Yeah,
was
he plays a
thinking-
djinn.
I
He
thought
plays
it
a
was-
djinn. Are you guys hearing me? Because we're stumbling over each other.
Yes.
Yes.
He plays a djinn. Okay. And I liked him in that movie. It was like one of those B horror films I actually enjoyed. There he is. There he is
Mhm.
as the djinn.
Yeah.
He did 2 movies, as I recall, and then was like, I'm done. I don't want to get typecast. But he was already typecast. He didn't understand that before he even played the role. Oh, this is another good film. Oblivion. And what's crazy is in that makeup, he looks like Michael Ironside. So I always thought that was Michael Ironside playing
Yeah.
that alien creature. And this dude, Anima, you remember this guy? He was Seta
I do.
Vander. Yeah, he was in something we watched. No, not her. I hate it when they don't put them in order. Jimmy F. Skaggs, maybe? Nope, not him. It's Irwin. They're completely out of order than what they are in the photo. That big dude. He was in a few things. But there was one film that you saw him in, and I'm thinking of the right guy. I'll know if I'm right or wrong in a minute. A little film with Eddie Murphy. Golden Child.
Golden Child. Yeah.
I think he was in that. 87. Am I not running into it here? 86, 85, Moonlighting. Did I pass it?
Now the Golden
'Cause I could
Child.
swear
I
that
was in
was
the
him.
Army when that came out.
What year?
I was in from 83 to 86, so it's somewhere in there.
All right. 86. Let's go down a little further then.
Maybe he wasn't.
I could have sworn that was him in
Bring
that
up
movie.
the Golden Child and see.
Yeah, he's not in it. God damn it. The dude looks like him. It's the mute character I thought he played in that movie. He was in Death Wish 4. There you go.
I think you may be getting him confused with Randall Tex Cobb, the boxer, man.
That is it. That's
Yeah.
it.
Mhm.
Yep. Randall Tex Cobb.
Yep.
The guy
they're
who was
both
an
big
actor,
guys with blank
fighter,
expressions. Yeah.
and an actor, and
Yeah.
a fighter, and an actor fighter.
Yes.
So there you go.
Yeah,
Let's see
he
if I
played the
missed
moot
anything.
guy in Golden Child. Yeah. Character's name was Till.
And then there was one of my favorite Chucky films was, I think, the third one that takes place at a military school, too.
Never
Yeah.
watched any of the Chucky
I
movies, man.
think it's the third
Neither
one
have
or
I,
the
and
second
never
one.
will.
Third one, not the second one. It's what I said. I said it's the third film. I'm pretty sure it's the third film. Because as I recall, I kind of skipped the second film. But I saw the third film was going to be in a military school, and I went, all right, I'm going to watch this one. And I enjoyed it.
If I can take the bad guy in a movie and pick him up and put him in a trash disposal, then I'm not scared of him. I just can't. No.
Well, somebody told me, that, well, the creature, or Chucky was not natural, so he was much denser and heavier than, a normal person. I'm like, then why
What?
did the kid and the mom pick him up? What are
Yeah.
you talking about?
What the hell?
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he was not heavier. What are you like? Well, I'm like going, you need to shut up now. You're an idiot. No, stop talking. George C. Scott is great in the film. Yes, he is. Tom Cruise with the zaniest character he ever played. Man,
Yeah.
I'm fucking loving it.
Of course, he's the fucking commander of the drill team, making everybody. I was on a drill team in high school. We weren't like that, man. Come on, that is a stereotype right there. That he plays a definite
Hollywood do
stereotype.
stereotypes? No way.
Ah.
Yes, so that means the son is going to take over from his dad and terrorize his family. Goddamn right.
Are you damn straight? He's got to keep his father alive, don't you know? Yeah.
Yeah, Ronnie Cox. Look, man, Ronnie Cox was this guy that's so affable as an actor. Boy, he can play a villain like
He can play
nobody's
villains
business,
great,
though.
but this is one of the few times he's not the villain. And that scene with them at the gate where he looks at him, he goes, somebody has sold you on the idea that dying for a cause is also noble. He said something. I think Timothy Hutton at one point says, we're soldiers. And he looks at him, he goes, no, goddamn it, I'm a soldier with the career goal of every soldier to stay alive in places where it's not that easy to do.
Yeah.
He just shuts him down when he says that shit, It's great, man. That movie is fantastic. It really is. Of course, I was on a drill team when it came out in high school, and we all went to see it several times. That was our flick, man. We loved it. Yeah.
So just so you know, Alpha, because I've talked about this before, I had a buddy who was a Marine, and he was the guy in charge of the Marine Corps Museum at Quantico. And he was a sergeant, okay, in the Marine Corps. But his name was Major Bazell. So I would always call him on post, and yet I would say, "Yes, may I speak with Sergeant Major Bazell?" And it never failed to get a chuckle from the Marine answering the phone because they knew his first name. And he was a good dude, man. And it was because of him I got to go to the Quantico Marine Museum for the first time, because I didn't know about it. All those years growing up in Northern Virginia, I was unaware that that's where the museum was at Quantico. And he fucking invited me up there. So I took Benjamin with me, and we went to the museum. It was awesome. Best museum I've ever seen. Military History Museum. The Wishmaster 1 and 2. And I don't think he went past that. I think that he got recast because he refused to come back for the part. It's sort of the same thing. The Limey that died mountain climbing got lost in that storm and froze to death. He was the Wishmaster, or not Wishmaster, the witch from the past that comes into the future. What do you call it? A warlock. That was it. Warlock. The name of the movie, Warlock. He played it twice and then refused to come back after that. Yeah. The drill team is what George C. Scott character aspires to get into shape. Yeah, it's fucking beautiful.
It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. Yeah, he was a psycho in that part, no doubt.
Marine Corps Museum is at the top of my list as well. It's a wonderful place, man. If you ever get to go there, Alpha, I'm just telling you, it's worthwhile. And I'm glad, because I've been to all of the museums in DC, but did I see everything in those museums? Probably not, because I think you could, like I grew up there, and I don't think I saw everything within the Smithsonian.
I got something to share with you, Gary.
What's that?
Is
it the clap?
No, it's not the clap. I don't want to infect you, sir. No, that is not it. No.
Yeah, keep that shit to yourself, mister.
This is me when Taps came out. Right here. I am dead center doing a Queen Anne salute in the front row. Hang on. There's a zoomed in picture of it. That's me in my hard days on the drill team, bro.
I'm just going to tell you right now, those arms do not match those eyebrows.
I understand completely.
Those are angry
but you know
eyebrows.
what? You know what I'm really proud of, though?
Scrawny fucking arms. That's
right, scrawny arms. They really were. I was 125-pound stick man. But almost 6 feet tall too. But here's the thing: check out the lacing on the boots, dude. We were really proud of that lateral lacing we did.
Oh yeah,
pretty cool shit. Yep. And the if you're wondering what the bulge is in the blousing there, we use coffee cans lined with pennies to give it weight and just drop it down. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That is so common to use stuff like that.
Yeah.
I used a lot of cheats in the military that I couldn't get caught. They never caught me. Like I would cut cardboard to the exact size when I did my socks and shit.
Yeah.
To make sure that they were folded exactly and rolled correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And they would feel them, they'd squeeze them, but I put them inside, not on the outer part of the ring. So you couldn't feel the cardboard.
You'd have to drop your pants down, put these things on, tape them together because they were split.
So it dropped down over your boots. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And then you pull your pants up and boom, just made a perfect line, man. Just awesome. Yeah. Yep.
Well, just remember in that final scene as they're driving away, he says the same line that Dad says that, to them about, if someone's got to pee, you better pee now. I'm not going to be stopping.
No,
You know.
not stopping. Yeah.
I need to visit the National Museum of the U.S. Army at Fort Belvoir. Yep. And that was my unit right there, is at Fort Belvoir.
Mm-hmm.
That was my National Guard unit. And people, you know, what a lot of people don't know is that you actually do, they think reserves and National Guard are all weekend warriors. Like, no, they're full-time personnel. You can have active duty reserve and National Guard.
Oh, absolutely. My aunt was a full-time guard for 20 years. She retired from it. Yeah, absolutely. She started with the Rhode Island National Guard, and she ended up finishing her career down here. I think she did 15 in the Louisiana Guard. Yeah. Between here in Bossier City, and she moved down to the New Orleans area, down in Metairie is where she finished up at. Yep. Yeah. They're not all weekend warriors. Some of them are full-time guard. They're, you know, got to man the forts, man. Battalion command, that level definitely has full-time guard members.
Because I did a lot of active duty service as a combat medic, and you know, if they need a combat medic, you know, on regular duty, I would do that. Hey, check it out, guys. Hold on, let me show you. It's gonna be great. Hold on, give me a sec.
Gary, is somebody calling you?
I was fixing to say, I'm hearing a phone vibrate, I think.
Add it, Martin. Add it, Martin.
Okay. Jesus
Do it,
Christ.
man. Do it.
Oh, I thought you weren't going to answer. I was about to be so upset with you.
Oh, just to let you know, we are
Huh?
live. You're live with me right now.
Yeah, cool. So all of your people can see the dope ass can gun that
Holy
me
shit!
Damn.
and drunken stupor.
That's
Look
awesome.
at that. It's a beer can gun, guys.
Check it.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Hey, can I show them the pictures that you sent me yesterday?
Yeah, fine.
Okay, after we're done here. Look, I've got a crazy afternoon. I have to go to my doctor's appointment right after
Okay.
I'm done with the show, but I can probably, and then we're doing a show at 3:00, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you are today.
Yeah.
Yes.
Today's a fucked up day. I'm not going to get to call you till close to evening. Are you off this evening?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll call you this evening. That is a dope ass gun, baby.
Thank you.
That
far
is
you-
your, what are you
You've
calling
given
it?
me the reaction that we've been looking for.
What weapon is that supposed to be?
You know, that's a
R?
really good question. I have no idea.
It looks kind of like an M4, maybe.
Yeah. I like how cockeyed it is.
Yeah, you just don't look at it straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see?
There you go.
I'm cracking up. Okay.
That is so cool.
Get back to your show.
Oh, all right, guys, that's it. All right, baby, I'll call you later. I love you.
Extremely cool.
All right, let me show you the photos from yesterday
Oh,
that she
Dude,
sent.
she laughed just like you.
Yep.
You have the same laughter.
Same thing.
Right?
Yep. You can't deny that kid, bro.
That is
Oh,
her and her
no,
new
fucking way.
boyfriend out firing an AR-15.
Uh-huh. Very cool.
And wrong direction. I don't know who that is. Oh, that's Lauren. That's Lauren showing off a blouse for Zoe. Here we go. It's not exactly a SOP mod, but you know, he's got fucking I think that's a halo scope, and he's got a flashlight on the bottom. She went out there, she had a good time. And then I called and I made her let me talk to him so I could talk about the weapon to see if it was a 223 or a 5.56.
Right.
Which, if I recall, the 223 can fire a 5.56, but a 5.56 can't fire a 223 because the lumen of the barrel is too small. But
I'm not that knowledgeable about it, man.
Slightly less than
I
a
wouldn't know.
millimeter, and it will fucking cause problems. And then I explained, because he says, you know, the only problem he's got with it is, of course, it has this occasional fucking jam up. And I said, well, that's what that forward assist is for, baby.
Mhm.
Use it.
Yep.
Use it or lose it. So it's a nice little weapon. I couldn't believe it. This is the Anderson AR-15, or they call it the AM-15, but it's an AR-15.
Mhm.
And it is $559, dude.
That's not bad.
Base model.
Yeah.
Base model.
Without the
And
tricks.
it's
Yeah. Mhm.
and it kind of tricked me at first because I thought that looks like a Colt. And he says, no, it's this one. And I went and looked, and they have a different logo, but it's exactly the same build. Everything, all the lines are the same. It's absolutely a ripoff in a good way of a Colt. And so I wouldn't mind getting one of those because I could probably save up for that one. You know,
Mhm.
$559 base model. Problem is right now, Alpha is crazy expensive. Ammo is like nuts. But that was my daughter going out shooting this weekend. Fucking love that shit. And I like she's in with a guy right now that at least does shit like that and is like a real male.
Right.
Not some of the ones she was going out with.
Oh, dude, the beta males are the worst. Oh,
they're such dinks.
they are.
God forgive me for saying that, judging somebody, but they were dinks. But I thought one battle after another completely missed the mark. Well, no shit.
Why did you bring that up? Ugh. I was telling my brother about that last night. I was telling him what I my top 5 movies I watched this year and what I thought was the worst one. And I told him, I said, one battle after another is the worst one I've seen all year. I said that, it's nothing but racist Antifa crap. It's just horrible.
Antifa, pro lefty, anti-ICE. And I keep telling some of these people that'll try to argue with me, I said, you guys support the politicians and they're the legislators. So they can change the laws, but they don't want to do that.
Nope.
They do this instead. They make it look like we don't make the laws. Yes, you do. But you guys are so stupid, you don't realize that. And all ICE is doing is enforcing the law that they created, that they're upset about, that they won't do anything about. Yeah. First of all, Sean Penn has a boner in that fucked up film and forces the actors to have sex with him. What?
Oh, yeah. Have you not seen it? Oh.
No, I won't watch it.
I watched it just so I could, see if it was as bad as everybody was saying. And
I saw the trailer and knew it was not worth my time.
Yeah. It's horrible. And it's going to win a bunch of Academy Awards, too. You watch.
You're getting up there with my age, buddy. Stop wasting your time on movies. Your time on this planet is important.
I feel like I can't comment on something if I don't see it. I hate people that sit there and comment on stuff and they haven't seen it.
If you know what's in it and know who's in it and know what their basic point is, you still can talk about it. I still talk about the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I understand what it's about, and I'm glad I didn't waste my time seeing it. And I don't want to talk much about it either because I don't want to give films like that much of my time.
No, you shouldn't.
Speaking of time, let's get out of here.
Okay.
No, you have an appointment, Gary. You don't want to drop from a computer and run out of the house.
Janet!
I know that. I just said that to my daughter. Clearly, I'm aware of it. Damn it, Janet. Anyway, we're going to get out of here, guys. I need to do my thing here that I like to do at the end because it's so important and stuff. And of course, it's not in here, is it? No. So I got to go to the other one. There we are.
But it's okay. There you go.
There we go. So, private chat. Here we go. Gambit was first in the house. Snorty, Max Damon, Andy Morrow, Glenn Fleming, Tree Rock Creations, Stasis Geek 11 Alpha, Janet from Another Planet dropped in. Damn it, Janet. You show up at the end. Damn it, Janet. Thanks for coming here. And I want to thank everybody for showing up. And for those of you that don't know what this is my homage to Romper Room, where the teacher would hold the mirror up and talk to the TV audience. I see Bobby. I see Danny. I see Nancy. I see Susie. Hi, Susie. Like we all believed. And I kept waiting. Never said hi, Gary.
That's sad.
Where did he go? He hit the wrong button, I guarantee you. There he is.
Yeah, but when I dropped it down, there's nobody there. And I'm like, where is everybody?
Well, you dropped yourself, not the mirror.
So we're out of here. And we're going to get going. Guys, everybody have a good Monday. We'll be back this afternoon to talk about the series Pluribus with Shinatsky. Martin won't be there. Got stuff to do. Important stuff.
No.
More important than hanging out with you guys.
Well, he's refusing to do homework. He's never watching that stuff.
It's the mind fucking.
I hear great stuff about that show. I do.
I really like it.
Watch it. You like it. It's great.
It is because people kept going, it's woke. I went, it is not woke. Trust me, I have woke radar in my head. The minute I even smell it, dude, I'm like, out of here. This is opposite of that. This is well written fucking science fiction. So
sounds like Invasion of the Body Snatchers to me, but
so the people whose job it is to enforce the law are the bad guys, not the politicians who create the laws. Okay. All right, we are out of here, guys. See ya. Have a good day, and we'll see you later this afternoon for anybody that shows up. Bye now.
Y'all come back now. You hear?
Matt Damon.